So I had fostered a couple dogs. I actually, at the time, had no intention on fostering another dog. But one day on my lunch break, was just sitting scrolling through Facebook and saw her picture. For some reason, couldn't get this one dog out of my head. By the end of lunch break, I had signed up to foster another dog. Super, super scared. Just this little ball of fluff huddled in the back of a crate. They scooped her out in a blanket and gave her to me. And her little tail just kind of started to thump against my side. And that is pretty much when I knew, okay, I'm in love with the dog, but tried to convince myself that I would just foster and I would let someone else adopt her. She was a stray in Kentucky. She was found on the streets and somehow ended up at the shelter. She got brought up to Illinois by a rescue group and kind of passed around from there and ended up with me. It only took her, I would say, a couple weeks to really feel comfortable with me and the inside of my apartment. But the rest of the world to her was still very scary. She did not love going on walks or anything. She just wanted to get back inside any house that she felt like maybe we could get inside of. So we bonded fast inside and kind of took it slow on getting her comfortable with everything else. And I would say it took a good 6 months before she kind of opened up to the idea that maybe the world wasn't so scary. So I tried really hard to convince myself that I was just still going to foster and someone else could adopt her. I knew that this was a dog that I wanted to keep her. We had bonded. I loved her. But she also needed eye surgery. So dropped her off at the vet, went to pick her up that afternoon. And the vet asked, are you fostering or are you going to adopt her? I said, I'm just her foster mom for now. Well, I got a call from the rescue the next morning that the vet wanted to adopt Heaven. And I was heartbroken, but didn't feel like I could say no to that. I had to let her go because that is the most qualified mom a dog could get. And I can't keep her from that life with the perfect mom. They picked her up on a Friday afternoon. And by Sunday morning, I had an email that they had to bring her back. It wasn't going to work out. And I said, great, how fast can you get here? Drop her back at my apartment, everything's taken care of. And I signed the adoption paperwork right after that. So within about a month, Heaven was officially mine. There was just a few little bumps in the road on the way. She absolutely loves Squeaky Ball. I keep joking that I need to buy stock in a Squeaky Ball company or something because we will keep them in business single-handedly. She loves going for a walk, especially if we can go out to the forest preserves and she can sniff and smell everything. When I got her, she was absolutely petrified of water, wouldn't even get her feet wet in a puddle after the rain. I cannot keep the dog dry now. I made a monster. So I made Heaven an Instagram account a couple months after I got her. It actually ended up introducing us to a lot of really great people. And one of these other dogs that we follow sent us the link to this People magazine contest. And I said, okay, that's cute. I'll enter her. So I entered her into this contest and said, well, it's People magazine and pedigree. They're going to get tons of entrants. We'll never hear anything. And we got an email a couple months later, asking for personal information, your name, your address, your birthday, because your dog has made it into the final 10. And I said, there's no way. This is a scam. It was not. It was actually People magazine. And went through, the judging rounds and everything and ended up being the world's cutest rescue dog for 2021. That's what I always say, is she's just so full of joy. As long as we're together, she just has that smile on her face. She's just a happy dog.